This
13 years of
conference
experience
will now be recorded.
in SAP as a technical consultant, and I have been working in ERP, S4 side and EWM. Basically, EWM and TM side I'm working for past few years, and so this is fourth batch from TM technical side. Okay, and EWM week around 10 to I think 18th batch I think that is currently running it. Okay, so yeah, let's move to the course content and what are the topics we are going to see in the TM side. We'll first discuss. Okay, and you can also have your questions. Maybe any questions we can see. Yeah. Okay, so this is the course content what we're going to see. So first one is a TM audio, but majority of the people already well aware of the TM side, but we'd like to, roughly discuss about what are the scenarios in TM. Like, we have the two scenarios majorly, right? Shipper scenario and a 3PL. What are the different documents we'll be creating in the shipper scenario? And what is the significance of each and every document and corresponding the business objects, and what is the 3PL scenario, what are the different documents we'll be seeing that. And during this time would like to discuss about the integration among multiple systems, right? So basically TM can be an independent system or can be connected to backend ECC, right? So it could be decentralized or embedded, doesn't matter, but ideally it is going to connect to the majorly order management system that can be SAP ERP or any other. Okay, so higher level worry about the TM will be seeing that. Okay, and then the core technical area behind of every application in a TM, that is a BOPF, right? So ideally this BOPF, we know it is a evaluation process still running. So core ECC module having the technical areas of function modules and classes majorly. That is a reusable block mostly, function modules and classes. And after that, SAP is going to the another area that is called as the CRM and SRM, right? I think you guys are already aware of it. And the CRM and SRM, they have advanced the technical area, and they're coming with one solution that is called as a BOL, okay, business object layer and a generic interaction layer. So what their intention is, they want to keep all the logic belong to a certain document in only one location. Okay, what does it mean? So let's say, for example, there is a sales order. Okay, the list of function modules or classes belongs to a sales order spread across multiple function groups. Okay, and the classes are separate independent repository objects, right? And this particular bowl feature, they don't want to distribute the features like that. Okay, all the what are the operation, it could be a reporting operation, it could be a create, update or delete, all the logic they want to keep it in one single centralized location, even data also. Okay, the what are the tables which are needed for sales order, they want to keep it in a one single location, that is called as a business object layer. Okay, the concept. Okay, anyhow, while we seeing the BOPF we can see that. Okay, so that is, but it is not fully successful, CRM solution and SRM solution, and that will be replaced by other modules, right? CRM is replaced by Hybris and SRM is replaced by Ariba, correct? So one of the reasons is technical failure also, because behind the one there is a lot of problems with that solution. And backend is BOL, and the front end they're going to use the BSP, business server pages. Okay, but the beauty of their solutions is, they can easily build the front end applications without more efforts. Okay, it's like a, just they can use the navigators, wizards, and they can build a rich beautiful UI applications. Okay, that is a good thing. The same thing adopted to the next level. Okay, they keep on improvising that particular features into the next solution, that is called as a BOPF, business object processing framework. Okay, concept is same. They want to keep all the logic belongs to a particular document in only one location. It could be a data retrieval or insert, modify, delete, and validations, all kind of validations. And how many types of you want to build a report on a single document. Okay, so one time you'll give the selection screen of multiple some set of fields, and another report different set of input fields, and another report having the different set of parameters. Everything they want to build on the one location, and they want to consume from the front end applications. Okay, so that is the thing is available, BOPF, and we'll be discussing in detail what is the business object, what is the architecture, and we'll be creating the end-to-end custom business object, okay, to understand the architecture. And we are going to enhance the standard business objects. Let's say if you want to add your own validation, your own custom fields you want to add to the business object, okay, how we're going to do that we'll be seeing. Okay, apart from this one, what is the front-end technology they were using with the TM is FPM. Okay, you know, right? It is a WebDen Pro based one, right? So FPM, floor plan management. Okay, so we have the couple of floor plans over there. One is a overview page. Mostly they will use it. Okay, and here how they're going to utilize the underlying UIBBs, GUIBBs. It could be a list, it could be a form. Okay, how they're going to use and how they're going to transfer the data. So that FPM basics also will be seeing it. That means we'll be giving that what is the WebDen Pro. We'll be building the small sample application with for explaining the what are the underlying components of the WebDen Pro. You know, like what is the context, what is the layout, what is the window, what is the application. Okay, the relation between these, and then we'll be jumping into the SAP FPM floor plan management, and where what are the different components over there. We'll be discussing it. Okay, what is the feeder class, what is the floor plan, what is the GUIBB, what is the GUIBB configuration, and the relation between the configuration and the corresponding backend components. Okay, and we'll be building the applications one by one. Okay, we'll be saying that OVP components with form and list components will be seeing that. Okay, and then that is a standalone FPM. Okay, but the thing is the standalone FPM has to be integrated to SAP TM. Okay, so they want to automate. So SAP BOPF, what it is allowing is we can directly build FPM application with less effort. Okay, without writing a logic itself, because all the logic we have written in the backend business object. So we no need to write any additional logic in the FPM application. It will automatically take it from the backend business object only. Okay, it is a simplified development of the FPM applications. Okay, so those are the application actually we'll be using in the either NWBC or Fiori Launchpad. Okay, so we'll connect to the system. I'll show that. Okay, so that is called as a BOPF and FPM integration called as a FBI. Okay, floor plan and BOPF integration. Okay, that is the next topic. And then Paul. Okay, so Paul is a special type of FPM application. Behind there is a business object. This is exclusively using for the reporting purpose and reporting and my minor action. Okay, so what is the advantage of the Paul is we can configure the user specific reports. Let's say for example one user is working as a transfer shipment clerk, and one person working as a shipment supervisor. Okay, so we can clearly segregate what are the reports the clerk is needed and what are the reports supervisor needed and what are the actions he can perform, and we can assign only those reports. Okay, it is a role based control, and this has been adapted to the Fiori actually. Now Fiori, we know, right, it is completely role based. Okay, so if you see the Fiori app reference library, all the applications are role specific. Okay, it's not like adoration object. We can go on the top of it. They build another layer that is called as a role based applications. Okay, so if maybe let me connect to the system, I'll show that. And also, mm, mm, yes, BOPF pivot list. Okay, let me 1 second. Sorry, guys. Yes, um, let me share it again. Okay, slash PFCG, and or maybe let me go to my user ID. Okay, these are the roles, right? So BR clerk EWM. So this kind of roles are already having the several application assigned by the SAP, correct? So if I go to Fiori app reference library, Fiori app reference library, and S4 line of business, and I can go to the supply chain. Yes, And let's say, for example, warehouse task. Yeah, process warehouse task, configuration, catalog. Yeah, now here you can see that this is the role. Okay, if the user needs to access this particular application, so we must assign this particular role. Then automatically he will get all the applications under this particular role. Okay, so we can also go with a specific role here with a filter. Let me see, and role I can enter, and I can remove the description also. Yeah, go, and let me remove this. Line of business role. Yeah. Okay, so these are all application which is going to get for this particular role, right? So this is the role based assignment, right? So that is the nowadays they're going to give it like this with the Fiori Launchpad, correct? So this one actually initially implemented with the SAP POWL, okay, Powell concept, okay. So they're going to assign the reports based on the specific role here, okay. So these two comes under the FPM only, these three, okay. Floor plan management is a web technology for the front end application, and we have the both the transactional applications as well as the reporting applications, okay. So now with the SAP Fiori, they clubbed it. So initially there is a report will be displaying. Then if you click on this one, it will entering the transactional details, right? So earlier it was separately designed. Now they were actually combined both. So let's say, for example, if I go to the delivery, let me run this one slash UI2 FLP. Okay, let me find any of the application delivery processing something, or no, it is directly calling the GUI. Let me go back. Mm. Manage purchase orders. Let me see. Oh, okay. This is the workflow details. Sorry, my bad. Manage delivery. The report is not assigned to me or what? Manage reservations. Let me see. This is also geo applications. Most of the geo application only they have assigned it seems. Otherwise, yeah. I think warehouse task monitor. Let me see. Again, geo application. This is. Let me assign the transportation application. Freight order. Managing execution of freight order. Let it go 1 second. And business group page space role. This is the, yeah. Let me assign this technical role also. Otherwise, let me log off and log in so that maybe it will be reflect. Let us see. By default, it should be reflected. Yes, I think we can take this one. Why process freight orders? Let me see. Transit warehousing, it is not relevant to us. Let me, why it is not taking, okay, this is comes under this one only. Supply chain. So freight booking. Okay, these are all from this one only. Oh, I think I have, sorry, my bad. Okay, my bad, my bad. Source and procurement, not this one. Freight order, line of business. Where is this? Supply chain, forwarding order. Otherwise, uh, let me check any user quickly. 1 second. Huh? TM roles not assigned or what? My user ID. Okay, no issue. I think it's roles are not assigned to my user ID. So recently, earlier it was assigned, now not. Yeah. So, but ideally, the motto behind this POWL is okay. So POWL is a reporting application, and then from there we can navigate to the backend transaction application. Okay. Yeah. So this is related to the FPM concept, these three. Okay. And then PPF management. Okay. So this is similar to output management in SAP ERP. We know, right? In SAP ERP, we have the NACE transaction. There we can see list of application and each application behind output types, correct? And we are going to configure the program and the corresponding either a smart form or Adobe form or SAP script against the each and every output type, right? And what a program and subroutine. And we can also maintain the condition records for each and every output type. So to control what are the output types to trigger the for each document, right? So that technique is completely relied on the subroutine base, right? The purpose remains same. Okay, so the main purpose of the PPF is any action that you want to trigger after you're creating your document or changing a document, correct? That should be running in the background, and this is highly controlled. Okay, highly controlled. Why highly controlled? We know. Let me explain a small scenario here. Why we go for PPF? Sorry, PPF or output management doesn't matter. What are the name that calling doesn't matter. Both are same purpose. Okay, let's say this is our standard program. Okay, this is our standard program. Okay, and we have the standard logic including the screens, application logic, and database interaction, right? And somewhere you need to add one extra functionality that, okay, sending the mail, okay, or sending iDoc, or printing, or create subsequent document. Okay, any action, okay, any action that you want to perform along with the main logic. Okay, so this is your customer requirement. So now we have to analyze this one, okay, not logic point of view, execution point of view. Okay, so whether we have to implement this logic in the enhancement or output management. Both are same, right? Even within the output management, you're writing this driver program and you're calling the smart home, that's it. So we can write same thing in the enhancement, right? So why we are going for output management? And similarly, sending the IDOC, the same logic when copy and paste in one of the enhancement, it could be a user exit, okay? It could be a customer exit, correct? And it could be a baddie, maybe it could be a BTE, right? So we have and enhancement framework. So we have the plenty of the enhancement techniques available in SAP ERP or EWM or TM, doesn't matter, and we can add this piece of logic here. Okay, but why we are choosing the output management instead of enhancement? Okay, so there are certain prerequisites to be mentioned. Okay, one thing is decouple from the process. Okay, that is the one thing. And the second thing is, so condition driven, completely condition driven. Okay, so use and dynamic conditions, I can say that dynamic in a nature that extend or reduce, so for both. Okay, and third one is reprocessing capabilities. So these are the three features we have to analyze to decide whether we need to implement the new logic in an enhancement or output management. Okay, what are these? First of all, decoupling the process. Okay, that means so you don't want to, whether you want, we can keep the logic inside or completely separate, has to be called separately. So in this time, we have the other option also. It is not just a output management. You can also choose, okay, RFC, remote function call, or maybe, function model asynchronous FM, okay, FM. This kind of thing also we can do. We can completely write the logic separately, and you can call in a background task or separate task like that, right? That is asynchronous process. Okay, that is also one of the option we can do. So here it is not fully giving any clarity that whether we need to implement an enhancement or separately. Okay, condition driven. This is actually gives you. Okay, that means let's say for example there is a sending IDOC. Okay, and there is a sending form output. Okay, so let's say for example we have the several customers. Okay, several customers here, and each customer is available in the multiple sales organization. Let's say customer is available one, let's say for example is a customer sales org. Okay, and yeah, these two will take it. So customer one K1, sales org one, okay, SL1, and the same customer CK1 and sales org 2, and customer 2 and sales org 1, okay, like this. Customer 3, sales org 2, and customer 4, okay, sales org 4, okay, like this. Now same customer, okay, he needs only EDI. Okay, let's say for example he want to receive as a EDI, he want to receive as a PDF. Okay, this guy wanted to have the same customer and they're performing their operation at different sales organization, they want PDF. Because let's say for example one is India, one is some US. Okay, Indian, the same customer, Indian business unit wanted to receive only PDFs because this system is not at enhanced. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. The customer in India, they've not established any EDI functionality or IDOC functionality, so they still wanted to receive as a PDF. Same customer, okay, but different sales organization. The customer in a US market, okay, they wanted to receive the order information and confirmation information via IDOC only, because they're having the rich, infrastructure. They're having it, okay, a good landscape of the systems, including the ADIs and a lot of S4HANA system, ERP systems, and third-party system like that. So you can see that these conditions we need to add it. Okay, while implementing your logic in enhancement, you have to check both of the condition. Okay, customer one, sales organization one, customer one, sales organization two, this logic. So we need to differentiate here. Okay, and customer two from the sales organization. So he wanted to have the PDF only, and this guy, customer three and sales organization two. You can see that they wanted a EDI, and customer four, nothing. Okay, in future they might be extending it. Okay, so maybe I can say that text file like this. You can see that. So the output management after the sales order creation, or change, okay, you can see that how many types of outputs we have. We have to implement. One is EDI should be there, PDF should be there, and a text file also should be there. These three logics, if you're implementing within the enhancement, then we need to check all these conditions. Okay, all these conditions we need to add it here. Then how we are going to maintain it. Okay, that is the one thing. And some customers, okay, without respect to the customer, let's say only sales organization 5. Okay, irrespective of the customer, always EDI. Okay, sales organization 6. Irrespective of the sales organization, always PDF. Sorry, irrespective of the customer. And then customer 10, CK10. Okay, irrespective of the sales organization, he always wanted to receive as a EDI only. You can see that. And customer 11. Okay, always text file. You can see that. Again, this is another combination. This combination based on the customer and sales organization. This combination is based on the only sales organization, right? And here, and here, and this one is purely based on the only customer. This kind of dynamic nature in the particular, conditions, it is very difficult to implement in the enhancement. Okay. Main functionality we can easily implement. How to send an IDOC, we know, like we'll fill the segments and we'll call the master IDOC distribute. So there is no problem with the actual logic. and the PDF. Let's say we can call the Adobe form and we'll receive the OTF output, and then we can populate as a PDF in the mail and we can send it. So that is also normal logic. And text file. So we can directly populate one file and we can send as a mail attachment, right? So this can be this logic. There is no problem. Only the thing is to whom we have to send this one is a big problem. Okay, and today we have these combinations, and tomorrow one more combination will come. Okay, let's say order type is also placed over here, order type. Then in this time again it is difficult. Okay, let's say for example GAB order type. So a new mechanism should come here. Okay, maybe it is a PI proxy. Okay, now you can see that again difficult. One more thing is coming here. Okay, proxy is also there, or web service. Instead of proxy I can say that web service. Okay, so here this kind of combinations available for the documents. Okay, this is not only for sales order, purchase order, maybe delivery. Okay, billing documents, whatever it may be, and types of partners, sold to party, shipped to party. Okay, payer. So we need to send to different people. So this all conditions. Okay, this kind of issues, SAP already provided a well-built technique that is called as a condition technique. Okay, this is not only used for the pricing. Ideally we know that condition technique being used for the pricing, right? So pricing and output management. Okay, and now in EWM they have given it for PPF, and TM also they have given for PPF, and EWM they have given it for okay, wave management. Okay, like this. Okay, in plenty of the areas they are using the common technique. Okay, that is called as a condition technique. So it contains, okay, condition tables and access sequences. You might hear about this one, access sequence and price procedure. Okay, it could be output procedure, pricing procedure, doesn't matter, procedure and assign procedure and determine procedure. Okay, not here. Yeah, here one more thing, condition fields. Okay, these are the common activities will available in both ERP, EWM and TM. Okay, it is across the system. It is a common technique. Okay, these are the things, and they're also giving the certain kind of function model to evaluate it. If it is the pricing, let's say you want to evaluate the pricing, we don't need to write any logic. So simply pricing is the function model, and it is the output management messaging. Okay, and if it is a EWM output management, okay, and there is a class actually CL. There is evaluate something, I'm not exactly remember. Uh, Evaluate condition something is there. So if you're sending some input, that's it. It will automatically query the respective tables, and it will take the data from your document and query this condition record according to this table design. Okay. So how many select queries it will form? This is the select query 1 with that condition, and this is the select query 2, and this is the select query 3 it will create. Okay, with this combination this is a select query 4. Okay, it is not a single select query. How many types of tables and what are the determination field? According to that one, it is going to design its own select queries every time, and then it will run. If it is able to find the record in at least one table, that is a success. Okay, if it is not able to find record in any of the table, it is a failure. Okay, so that kind of thing, this is the major area. They will decide whether it's output type or enhancement. Since we cannot implement all this stuff in enhancement, so we'll go with the output management. Okay, the standard will evaluate all this stuff, and then only it will go and execute. So that means what will happen? Oh, sorry. Okay, so this is your actual logic. So it is completely separated from the main program. Okay, so actual logic here. Okay, it could be a EDI, it could be a maybe a PDF sending, and this could be a text file sending, etc., or web service, something, whatever it may be. Technology doesn't matter. Okay, here actually there is the intermediate standard logic, evaluate condition records. Okay, so this main program will call this piece, and this will decide whether to go or not to go. Okay, if condition record exists, it will go. If not exists, it will not go. That's it. Okay, in between this will take the main role here. Okay, so simply what they will do, call pricing or call messaging. That's it. okay, and call PPF like this. Okay, it will do. In the main logic, they will have this one. Okay, so that is the second, thing to be evaluated. And third one is reprocessing. Okay, let's say for example, we have sent the EDI, but unfortunately, it has not been received by the customer due to some technical issue or system details issue. In that time, okay, any functional, any feature without rerunning the main program again, because if you're running the main program, it is calling the respective thing here, right? But if it is failed, then I want to resend it. So whether we need to run the main program again? No, we no need to necessary. So this particular things, everything gets stored in the underlying sum of the tables. Okay, it could be a NAST table, it could be a PPF trade table. Okay, so entries over there. On top of it, we have the programs. If you run it, then we can again send it to the documents. Okay, no need to call the main program again. So it is completely decoupled. Here we have all the determined entries. We can reprocess. Okay, so based on these three processes, we have to decide whether to go with the PPF or enhancement. Okay, so any area doesn't matter. It is a TM or ERP or EWM, doesn't matter. Okay, this is the output management. Okay, the terminology is a little bit different comparatively ERP. Okay, so in ERP we'll be calling as a output type and application, right? And in PPF we're calling as a action profile, action definition, and underlying the components. Okay, this one. And enhancements. Okay,
Raju,
so yes, please.
so sorry, one question. We'll be doing all those examples, right? All the scenarios that we have mentioned, we'll be doing by examples, right?
We'll be seeing PPF in TM side.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I mean, we'll be doing the like custom proxy and all those things, how that is going to be triggered from the freight order and all those things, right? Later
Not
on.
custom proxy. Yeah, PPF, how the framework is working, that is a one concept, and proxies is the separate concept. Both will be seeing, right?
But whether we'll be doing any custom proxies or not, like a custom
Custom
interface
proxy.
or
No, custom interfaces, no. Enhancement of the interfaces will be seeing it. So what are the data will be distributing? Maybe if you want to build a small web service kind of thing, we can build it. That's not an issue. We can, trigger it also. That's not an issue.
yeah,
But coming
even
to,
if the small proxy would be fine, like a small fine, but I'd like to see like how it's worked, like the concept behind that, right? So that will be really helpful for us to understand.
okay. Yeah, we'll try to implement, not an issue. Yeah.
Thank you, Raju.
So we can send the custom data via proxy, so we can also build that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so this is comes under the PPF. And coming to the enhancement. Okay, so when we are talking about the ERP, about the enhancement, we know several things to come into our mind, right? User exit, customer exit, BADI, BTE, enhancement framework. But at EM, there is a slight change. Okay, so we have only business add-ins, right, for the programs enhancement, and then BOPF enhancement, FPM enhancement, and PPF enhancement. Okay, this is the solution specific. And if it is the EWM, we have the PPF enhancement. Okay, we'll be having it, and different enhancements also part of it, monitor and RF kind of thing, that is secondary. Okay, so not only just business regular technical areas, this is the solution specific enhancement. Okay, let's say for example, there is a business object for freight order, and I want to add a custom fields to it. So how we are going to do? That is comes under the BOPF enhancements. We are not using any BADI by that time. Okay, no BADI, no enhancement and framework, nothing. So BOPF itself having one tool through which we can enhance the standard business objects. Okay, there we can add a new fields and new logic validations and everything we can write it. Okay, and FPM application. So we have already enhanced the backend business object. In the front end, I want to replicate those values, right, in the front end UI FPM application. So how we are going to enhance your standard FPM application? Okay, that is completely driven by the configuration. So here, very important, every development activities including the configuration activities and development activities, that is clearly segregated. Okay, maybe let me PPF FPM. Yeah, here this is a clearly segregated over here. Okay, here actually we'll be seeing that how to enhance the FPM applications and everything we'll be seeing. So before that, first we'll be seeing that what is the different types of components and what are the different type of GUI BBs, and we'll be explaining that how the where exactly we're implementing the logic and how we're building the UI and what is the connection between these two, how the connection gets established. Okay, so that kind of will be seeing, and I will be implementing the few of the programs to show you that how the FPM application has been designed, and then enhancement point of view. Okay, so here, okay, even for BOPF is also, I think, yeah, this is the connector, and BOPF is also same thing. Okay, so what is the business object and what kind of logic here we are going to write it, how we're implementing it. Okay, and what are the standard business objects, and out of this, what mostly we are using in, regularly we're getting issues in some of the things, right? So what are the mostly used one, like freight order, freight booking, and freight unit. Okay, that is a single business object behind, that is a TOR. And a request we have, right? So request documents, forwarding order documents, that kind of thing we'll be seeing here. And yeah, so what is the architecture of the business object? Okay, and where is the data and the corresponding logic? So we'll be seeing that. Okay, we are building the some custom business object completely for understanding. Okay, and how to enhance that one also. Okay, so here enhancement point of view also we'll be seeing that. Okay, so yeah, so from here, so enhancement not only just the ERP side, so we'll be also having the few other types here. That's what I would like to say here. Okay, so that is an enhancement. Next, BRF plus. So here we'll be giving the value. It is one of the tool for, it is not actually replacement of the existing condition technique. I think you might heard about the validation and substitution rules. Okay, rules framework. Rules framework. Okay, they build that. So you can see that condition records. Already we maintain, we created the several condition tables, and SAP also created several condition tables for only output type. Okay. Sometimes you want to implement your own condition technique by keeping the several tables, and you want to maintain your own fields and determine some value. Maybe we'll be using that logic in some of the enhancement, right? So it is a completely decentralized. We don't know what are the different tables and what are the different logic they're using it. So if you have any solution, it is a centralized tool. Okay, keep all the condition tables over here. Condition tables. Okay, so we can directly come here, we can verify all those tables and corresponding functionalities, and even we can simulate also, okay, whether the condition types are properly working or not. Okay, so this is, we can call as a UI plus rule engine. Okay, UI plus rule engine. So it is a centralized repository tool. Okay, centralized repository for all the conditions. Okay, so they have adopted into the S4HANA system, and they keep on using in SAP EWM and SAP TM, and ERP side, output management side they have used. Pricing side still not yet, I think. Okay, and we can also design our own tables and we can utilize it. Okay, so this is the separate tool and will be being used in the SAP TM in few of the areas. Okay, so we'll be discussing that what is the UI and how to build the conditions over there. We'll discussing that. Okay, business rule framework. Yeah, and then helper class. Anyhow, this is not a separate topic. So while we're discussing these things, right, we'll be covered this one also. Okay, what are the different common classes we are using in the developments? Okay, so that is the one. And this is the BOPF integration in the CDS and gateway. So BOPF framework is a standalone framework. Now, evaluation of the S4HANA system, right? CDS views and AMDPs and gateway services. So all the existing artifacts also can be reused over there, right? In the new programming model. Let's say, for example, okay, if I want to build a gateway service, okay, how many ways I can implement here? So on top of CDS, I can directly use sorry, what is that annotation? OData true something is there now. I forgot actually total annotation. Okay, if you're making this one automatically on top of the CDS view, it will generate the gateway service, right? This is the one. Next one is traditional SEGW, right? Here we'll be creating entities, okay, entities plus, okay, DPC EXT class, okay, DPC and DPC EXT class, okay. Here also two approaches. So if you want to use FMs, existing function modules, existing FMs, so there is a mapping concept. We don't need to write a single line of logic. We can simply map the your entity fields with the backend function module fields. So automatically it will generate. Okay, so generate code in DPC class. But the problem is every time you're regenerating it, the logic also gets regenerated. But no harm will be coming until unless you're writing some custom code in the DPC class. That is a problem. Okay. Else, if you want to write complete logic, okay, implement separately, then we can choose the DPC underscore ext. Okay, there we can write the flexibility of writing your own logic, right? So if you're building the entities and backend artifacts you want to use, this is the feature. No, if you want to use the CDS use, okay, CDS as data source. Okay, that is also can be done, right? So no logic here at all. No logic and no entities. Nothing here. Simply, it will take it automatically the backend CDS view and it will generate the gateway service. What is the benefit of difference between this one and this one? Here only one particular CDS will be connecting it and only one entity and underlying association. Here diversity of the CDS views. Okay, let's say for example, two CDS views belongs to maybe sales order and one CDS view belongs to the product and customer, like this. Plus we can also use a mix of the other one also. Okay, so this is mostly preferable and this is only for reporting purpose. Okay, this is only reporting purpose and this is for reporting plus, so reporting plus CRUD operations, right? CUD operations plus function imports. So based on your requirement, whether we have to choose this one or this one. Nowadays, anyhow, RAP service is coming. RAP is another kind of gateway generator only, right? So this is also OData generator. Okay, it is also gateway service only, but instead of SCGW, so we'll be giving that CDS hierarchy, correct? And here we'll be having that entities, root entity and entity concept. So root entity plus entity concept. But okay, it is not part of here. Now the question is here, this is already gateway services and in TM side, I'm mostly having all the logic in the business object, right? I'm having all the logic in the business object. So if somebody is asking me to build a gateway service for freight order processing, then do I need to really completely rewrite the logic or simply I can reuse it? Okay, so SAP provided both the flexibilities. Okay, either we can reuse like how the CDS view is being used, right? Similarly, business objects also can be reused. Okay, no logic, nothing. Simply link it. Okay, that is the one approach. Otherwise, traditional under the DPC XT, so we can query or we can add some other logic also here. Query of business object or other operations of the business object functionality. That is up to us. Okay, here we can do anything. Okay, so here call function module, call methods, and select from CDS. It is a free, free. It is flexible to write any kind of logic here. Okay, and this is the reusability concept without writing the logic here and here without writing logic. This is also without writing logic. Okay, so gateway, sorry, business object like this. Okay, so what are these things? So we can see. Okay, so we'll be seeing one example over here how to integrate your business object with the CDS and gateway. Okay, so by the time I'll clearly explain that what is the complete architecture, what is the old programming model, and what is the S4HANA programming model, and one requirement is coming, what approach we must go. Okay, what are the parameters we need to take into consideration. Okay, that will be seeing that. Okay, so okay, so here just some details over here, like what we'll be covering here. Okay, FBI and Powell PPF, and some what are the developments we're going to do in our sessions. Okay, and some other topics here. Okay, so any questions? Any questions here? Yeah, I think Paul, you can see that. I think I do have the screenshots over here. Yeah, Paul is basically a reporting tool, and from there we can navigate any scroll down, any output screenshot I took it. Yeah, here you can see that. So this is the Powell report. From there we can navigate to the individual documents. This is the hyperlink. From there you can navigate. Okay. Different types of reporting over here. Yeah, how the Paul is working and everything also will be seeing that. So this is the complexity of the, the new programming model. You can see that. So business object CDSU. So if you got one requirement, it is very difficult to decide which process we have to go. So we have plenty of the ways to build one end-to-end application. Okay, so they want you as a gateway service, but backend they don't want to use any features. Then one approach here. You can see how many things here. Okay. Yes, and anything in this one? This is I could do a proxies. Yeah, this is the proxy enhancement. So how to do the enhancement to the proxies here we can see. And what else? Or data service, SQDL. Yeah, business object and gateway service integration. These are the things here. Okay. Yeah, so that is about Warrior. So any questions from your side? Any specific, requirement side kind of thing you would like to discuss now? Mm.
Hi Raj, this is Vinay here, and thank you for the elaborate discussion around the session contents and giving us an overview. A couple of them. One, um, let's say for example, the Powell concept, right? So if there is a custom field and we
Mm-hmm.
develop it on the Powell transaction of, let's say for example, a freight order, yeah. Um, in that freight order, I have a new custom field, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes, right.
yeah, so can we, when we introduce that, it gets automatically generated in the backend and then it sits in the database structure and we start populating that field or let's say a couple of fields. So can we draw that fields onto the Powell screen and then create a search out of that one, the new field, new custom field as well?
Yes, yeah, both. One is end-to-end
And
building of the Powell report. What are the different underlying components, plus how to enhance
okay,
the existing one. Okay, so
okay,
behind
okay,
this one, enhancement of BO business object.
right.
Okay, then automatically reflects over there. Yes.
Okay, okay. So automatically it reflects over. Okay,
Yeah, right.
okay. All right. And that you will also see. So for each component, for each content discussion in the overview of the session contents, program contents, you'll also let us
Yeah.
know the custom as well as the standard enhancements.
Yes, right.
End-to-end custom.
First we'll be giving the end-to-end architecture and we'll build the custom
Correct,
first
correct.
because so that you can understand. Then we'll be
Yeah, yeah.
enhancing the standard. Yeah.
Okay, that approach would be good because
Yes.
first we need
Yeah.
to understand the basic
E-
core architecture, and then you will, on top of it, you will let us know how to enhance the standard
e-
components.
Yes, exactly. BOPF first custom business object, how to build end-to-end, then PF. So we're going to build application, few of the application, then standard, and then Paul is also first custom, PPF is also first custom, and then only we are going that. Okay, even BRF also, I will be giving that completely one custom application, how to build, and then where is actually standard using also will be seeing like that.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for that. And second question is, so we do have the major four components of the TM cycle, right? Order management, then planning, um, execution, and then final the cost management, which is a service, FST, right? Freights,
Yes,
settlement usually.
right, right.
So in that, what type of scenarios you will let us know? When I say scenarios, when do you cover the enhancements on each of this subtopic, or you're going to pick up
Uh,
one topic and let us know the enhancement?
yeah,
Again, eh, hmm,
anyhow, document flow will be seeing it. Okay, like in the
correct.
shipper scenario, what are the list of documents? And while
Yeah.
giving the example, so for BOPF, I may take one. Okay, enhancement, I will take another business object like that. Okay,
Okay.
instead of doing everything in one document, freight order
Hmm.
something, freight unit or forwarding order, I will take enhancements. Okay, like that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But the underlying concept will remain the same for each of these document flow
Ah,
at different stages. Correct.
exactly. Technical areas remain same for across all the documents.
Okay. Okay, because
Yeah.
the UI layer is standard via the, what is that, FPM, right?
Yes, right. Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. That's second. And third one is I'm focusing on the EWM and TM configurations, the integrations part, backend
Okay.
integration part. Is that
Okay.
something
Okay.
that will be covered, or how would you like to take that?
So TM side, what are the proxy items available? I can explain. But integration
Mhm.
altogether, EWM also some. If any configuration already available, maybe I can show running the scenarios on both of the systems. Okay, EWM we can run, and what are the different documents that integration part. So this is comes under integration, right? ERP and EWM.
Correct.
Sorry, yeah, ERP
No,
and
no, no.
EWM, ERP and TM, and
Ah,
EWM and TM. Okay, these three.
TM. Yeah, yeah.
So this I have information, but this one still I need to check because it's only the TU level. There are some
Correct.
complexions, complexities happening. So some people actually simply deleting the configuration sometimes because they're not able to run the scenarios in EWM. They're deleting the linkage. So we'll see. Maybe we'll try to get this one. Okay, EWM and TM. Okay, what are the different
Okay.
proxies it is triggering, and if it is successfully replicating EWM set, that is well and good. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm guess. Okay. The fourth question is, I'm guessing that the scope of TM to GTS and EWM will not be covered because it's purely technical, I guess. So
Yeah.
that will be an overscoping of this program. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were my questions. But again,
Okay.
from some of the questions I'll ask about the timing and other things, probably I'll discuss with Naveen after
E-
participants discussion.
Yeah, sure, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. So anyone having any other questions on this content or any, topic specific questions?
One more thing, Raju, like from the front end, UI side, what you will be teaching, like you'll be teaching to create it from, create the Fiori application from the scratch, or like only
Not
enhancement,
fe
like.
not Fiori, floor plan management, FPM. Okay. So we'll be creating the custom FPM. Okay, while we're doing it. So to understand like what are the different components here. Okay, different components. Then we'll be enhancing the standard. So that's why I kept it separately. You can see that enhancement. Here you can say I made it separately. Why? Because first we'll be getting the architectural overview of the each and every topic. Then we'll be entering the enhancement. If you see here, this is some of the old one now, previous batch Excel sheet. Yeah. So first we'll be discussing about the difference between the GUI program and a WebDen Pro, how it is working, then what is the purpose of the FPM, and what SAP actually provided, and how we are going to utilize those things into our application development. Okay. So like this, I will be explaining like step by step. Okay. And which piece of what is the method and what kind of logic is available in the standard. So how we are going to implement in our custom applications. Okay. So we'll be building the reports. Okay, like this. Okay, so first we'll be covering the custom application, then we'll be enhancing the standard. Okay, so
Uh,
here.
because I'll be getting requirements like creating a new Fiori tile and connecting it with the backend report. So I just asked.
Okay, that is a different. Okay, so you're talking about the Fiori Launchpad, right? It is not
Yes.
either FPM or GUI application, doesn't matter. Okay, Fiori Launchpad is simply a GUI only, right? GUI, our presentation server, nothing but this one. Okay, through which we're able to connect the backend system, right? And it is opening all our system. It doesn't matter what is the backend system and what kind of application it is running, right? So here in the Fiori Launchpad, we can run the application which are built with a different technology. It could be a GUI application we can run here, and WebDen Pro we can run here, right? And FPM application we can run here. And especially this Fiori Launchpad designed for the UFN Fiori, okay? UFN and Fiori applications and third party, let's say third party web app technology. They might be built on some PHP or something, doesn't matter, okay? And BSP, anything, even sometimes let's say enterprise portal, okay? This is built on Java, right? So that is also can be executed here, okay? So if it is a UF application, so they will configure it for coming to this one, right? Let's say GUI application. I created one report, okay, and with the GUI only selection screen and output ALV, and I created a T code. So generally, I can go to the SAP GUI, there I can run it, right? The same thing we can also directly run from the Fiori Launchpad from here, right? So you can, let's say for example, PRDI. Yeah, cancel. 1 second. What happened? Yeah, here you can see this is a Geo application actually, not as a Fiori application, but still I'm able to run from the Fiori Launchpad. Okay, so this is a configuration steps only. There is no development activities at all to configure. Okay, to configure this application into Fiori Launchpad, it is purely steps. That's it. No development, nothing. Okay, we can simply create one custom report and we can configure it. Okay, that is not at all relevant to our BOPF or backend technology. This is purely linking your application to Fiori Launchpad. That's it.
Okay, fine. And also you'll be covering the freestyle UIBB's configuration also, right? In
Ah,
FPM.
yes, right, exactly.
Okay,
We'll be
okay,
building
fine.
that one only. Yeah, yeah. Any other questions here?
Yeah, this is Vinay here back again.
Yeah, yeah,
So
please.
once we start developing or enhancing some standard application, I mean, also participants or attending this program would also um, do some development. So there could be an ambiguity during the application building process. So how would you isolate that?
Could you please repeat? I think multiple developers are working on the same business object,
Right,
no?
right, right. For example, let's say
Okay.
freight order or freight unit or
Yes,
forwarding
right.
order,
Yeah,
quotation.
there are two things. One is technical dependency, next one is the process dependency. So technical dependency, let's say for example, I have to add custom fields to my freight order header table. Okay, and different business unit also needs the enhancement of that particular table. So that is purely discussion between the departments, which one go first and they have to implement it. And that is a normal decision, they will take it. Coming to the process, it should be clearly, informed that what is the end-to-end changes they're going to do it. Okay, back end plus front end, what is the purpose of this particular feature? Okay, that is purely not implementation side. During the planning side itself, they have to identify and they have to prioritize which one has to go first and next. Once one person is started, that can be go late. Okay, and another person is urgent basis, then purely it is decision. They have to back up all these changes and he has to go to the next requirement. So that is purely discussion point of view. Here it's just a technical locking. Let's say this object is already changed by some person and we cannot do changes or transport requests. That kind of thing only, back end technical things.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Thanks.
Yeah. And any other questions? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So maybe, yeah, that's about my side. Okay, maybe feel free. Maybe if you have any questions later, you can contact the Naveen so that he will forward to me, so that we can also have one more either call, maybe through the phone call, doesn't matter, no problem, or maybe we can also conduct one more session to discuss your questions first before starting the sessions itself. Okay, so okay, yeah, and actually I'm going tomorrow and after tomorrow I'm on a vacation. So actually we planned initially to start this weekend, but I have decided all of a sudden plan, so I'll not available. So that's why just we moved this demo to one day before. Okay, so if the weekend batch is it's planned, then we can start with the next week onwards. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
That's fine.
I don't know, Raju or Naveen. So this is a question to so is it only on the weekend or weekdays or how is it planned? If you can share the duration
Yeah, yeah.
of
Schedule
this
is
session.
weekends, okay. Schedule is weekends, 2 2 hours. It will be each day, okay. 2 to 2.5 hours. It depends on the topic. The total duration will be like 30 plus 35 hours or for 35 to 40 hours, okay.
It could be extended also because during the topics maybe a couple of questions will be coming, right? So during the giving some explanation, it will be a little bit extended. Okay, the duration.
Okay,
Okay,
let's say
yeah.
hypothetically, if we enroll, would you also share the existing videos or the previous ones as well, if in part of the enrollment?
I think Not sure about the previous videos, but when we are recording that every session, right,
current
that
batch
will be
videos
sent,
will be getting it. Yeah.
getting plus Excel sheet, and any documents will be creating during that time. That is also will be shared.
Sorry, could you
Like,
repeat it, please?
like we are preparing one Excel sheet with the topic, right? This will be thing, and current video sessions, current recordings will be current batch, recordings will be shared every day. Okay, and any other documents related to this are technical areas that is also will be shared.
Oh, okay. Why I'm asking is I'm just bit on if existing videos can also be shared as part of that one. Of course, we'll be enrolling, so it will give us some look
No,
into
when
the.
existing videos can't be shared. Okay. Yeah.
No, not now. Once we enroll, post enrollment.
Okay. That we need to
Okay,
check
we'll
on. Okay.
discuss. We'll discuss.
Yeah.
We'll discuss probably after. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Any other questions? Yeah. Okay, guys. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time. Okay. And sorry for the late. Actually, I joined a little late. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Have a nice rest of the day and have a nice weekend. Okay. So
Thank
we'll
you, Raju.
start soon. Yeah. Thank you. Bye bye.